Having received the approval of the board of the Standard Bank Group, with the approval of the Prudential Authority, and having meticulously followed all the relevant governance requirements, I'm pleased to announce the appointment of Kenny Fihla as the Deputy Chief Executive of the Standard Bank Group and Chief Executive of the Standard Bank of South Africa. Kenny will assume responsibility for the Standard Bank in South Africa and for the Group's Africa regions and offshore businesses. Kenny will continue to report to me. Kenny Fihla is a most experienced and successful executive, a leader's leader of immense effectiveness. I look forward to working in close partnership with Kenny as we develop and execute the Group strategy, and I'm sure that the Group subsidiary network will continue to flourish and expand under Kenny's leadership. With the support of the board, the approval of the Prudential Authority, and having completed the requisite governance procedures, I'm appointing Luvuyo Masinda as Chief Executive of Corporate and Investment Banking as the successor to Kenny. Luvuyo will report to me. Luvuyo has demonstrated extraordinary talent and effectiveness in a range of senior roles in the Group's finance and corporate and investment banking division, including, most recently, Deputy Chief Executive of Corporate and Investment Banking. These appointments are effective from the 1st of September. Lungisa Fuzile, who has served with great distinction as Chief Executive of Standard Bank of South Africa, will now take up the two roles of, firstly, Group Head, Public Policy and Regulation, and second, Regional Chief Executive, South and Central Region, Standard Bank Group. Lungisa has been an outstandingly successful leader of the Standard Bank of South Africa and has remarkable wisdom and deep experience in economics, public policy, and regulatory matters. The new role of Group Head, Public Policy and Regulation reflects the profound importance of these areas to the Group's profitability, sustainability, and capacity to fulfill our purpose. Africa is our home. We drive her growth. Yinka Sani has been an excellent Chief Executive of Standard Bank Africa Regions and Offshore. Yinka will take on the role of Group Executive, a role filled in the past by such luminaries of the Standard Bank Group as Ben Kruger, Peter Schlebusch, David Monroe, and Jaco Maree. Group executives lead the relationship with some of our top clients and our regulators. In addition to these duties, Yinka will support Kenny in refining the structure of the Africa regions and offshore businesses. I'm delighted that we will continue to be able to draw on Lungisa's and Yinka's talents in their new capacities. Lungisa and Yinka will now report to Group Deputy Chief Executive Kenny Fihla. These changes will simplify and strengthen the Group's management structure, improve our competitiveness in the short to medium term, and continue our strong growth momentum over the long term. They will also enable our executive team as a whole to focus more precisely on their mandates and to continue to develop their expertise and their networks. Further, these changes will assist in the ongoing process of ensuring that the Standard Bank Group has the number and depth of executives it needs to maintain and extend our success into the future. The Standard Bank Group remains firmly on track to achieve our financial targets for the year and for 2025. These are revenue growth of between 7 and 9% on average between 2020 and 2025, a cost-to-income ratio approaching 50% in 2025, and a return on equity that remains well inside our target range of 17 to 20%. We are actively pursuing growth opportunities in 3 areas over the medium term. These are to become a leading financial services business in East Africa, to be the leading private bank in Africa, and to continue to lead Africa's energy transition. The changes to the executive team I'm announcing today will ensure that we are now even better placed to serve our clients with excellence, to deliver on our commitments, to win in our markets, to grow for our investors, to fulfill our purpose. Africa is our home. We drive her growth.